Jen, I think you are going to show us. Do you want to give us a behind the scenes look at what's inside the monthly kits?
Sure. Okay, so I'm actually going to take you inside the membership for a minute. So if you are a current member and watching this, this is not going to be new information for you, but you can remind me if I forget something important. But if you are not a member, then this is going to kind of give you a behind the scenes peek as to what is going on in the membership. Of course, we feel like, as AJ was saying, the most one of, if not the most important thing about Sojo is our women and our community and our willingness to do this together and to walk this path together. And so that part of it, you may not be able to tell by the website, but you'll be able to see what kind of resources that we're all going through together. All right, so behind the scenes, let's get back to that. Here is our dashboard. When you log into Sojo Academy, this is what it looks like right this minute. It changes every month, but this one looks like right this minute. And we have some basic components to it, just a general calendar of events where we have live events every single week right now in the Academy for you to take advantage of. Again, replays are available. This is a link to our Facebook community, which is a beautiful community of women, and we're going to talk a little bit more about that in a bit. And then this is a bonus library. Let me just briefly show you this bonus library because these are all things that stay in the Academy long term. It includes all of our workshops. It includes workshops we do every month, training workshops, tutorials, creative workshops, things like that. It also has, we also have, like, sometimes we'll do impromptu teachings in the Facebook group. And we have guests come in the Facebook group. That's a funny picture of her. And what we have all of our workshops that we offer either for sale or for free to the public. We offer them in some capacity to members, either completely free or reduced pricing. So it's just a benefit of being a member. But just random devotionals that will come on and we'll put back in here. And so you'll always have these workshops. So there's plenty of things to do. What we want to make sure of, though, is that we don't overwhelm ourselves. And so the primary part of the membership is our main, what we call kit. We call it a travel kit. And it basically includes, as AJ already said, the Bible study. We have, by the way, we have like checklists for you to fill out because we have a planning workshop and because we really want to set you up to be able to accomplish any spiritual goals that you have in the month. We do set spiritual goals every month. But we have full studies, as AJ said. Sometimes they're different sizes. This one was a 6-week study, so we divided it up into 2 months. There are 4-week. Most of them are 4-week studies, but sometimes they're longer, sometimes they're shorter, and we just kind of work through these studies. There's traveler's notebook size and full size, and there's full workbooks and Bible studies. The workbooks go with the Bible study, and so you can kind of work through it. And we try really hard to make that as as pretty and user friendly as possible. There's always scripture plans if you find yourself in a situation where you don't have time to do full Bible studies. These are in there. We also are going to have. We probably need to add this to our question list because bonuses at some point, AJ, because one of the big bonuses we have for new members that join now is in July, we're going to have a very special scripture reading plan that we're going to go through together. And I'll let you talk about that in a minute because that's your passion project. Mm-hmm. There's creativity here. This is what AJ was talking about as far as just ways to get creative. And for me, creativity is just a way to learn. It's creativity and creating is important for me because it helps me to really learn as I study, and that's why we add these. This may not be something that you really care that much about, but we do encourage all of our members to at least try different methods of learning, and it may be as simple as journaling. It may be cutting and pasting things into notebooks, just different kind of ways to be creative. because we never know exactly what benefit things are going to have in our Bible memorization and our Bible study until we try them. We have workshop replays. This is where you were talking about here, our workshop replays, where we have Monday mentors every month at the moment, planning workshops, creative workshops every month. And then there's other downloads. There's usually a habit tracker. There's a planner every single month that's a specific for the month, and it has the dates for this current month on there. And then we'll have other bonuses as well for that month, typically if we go over different things. I will say that AJ and I have a plan to really infuse this membership with lots of specific and intentional bonuses and resources that will aid us in our study, but not detract us from our study. Because it's really important that we're not distracted by things, but that we're able to focus on the Word. And so we've got some really, I think, some unique ways to perpetuate that desire and that love and that passion for the Word coming up over the next few months. So yeah, be on the lookout for that. So that kind of tells you a little bit about the back end. You have access to your current month. You also have access to the previous month's study. So if you're behind at all, you can work on that. At any point, if you feel like you can't get through a study, they're easy to download. We really are trying to make it where we go through these studies together and we don't overwhelm ourselves with too much to do at one time. All right. So that kind of gives you a general idea of behind the scenes. There's a whole, when you join, you will not be confused because there's a whole start here, new member checklist. And it will give you all the videos and all of the downloads and all of everything that you need in order to really set you up to get started in a fun and exciting way.